Right, this is just a little step-by-step tutorial for anyone who's just got a guitar and is wondering what to do next. First of all, just for the sake of this video, the fingers numbered 1 to 4. Okay, that helps me to explain to you where to put which finger. Next is the guitar itself. These metal things here, they're frets. I will be referring to them, so I'm not just giving you useless information. So this is like fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, and strings. String 1, string 2, string 3, string 4, 5, 6. First of all, chords. There's 4 chords in this song. Most of it's done with 3, but the 4th one is only used twice, and it's probably the easiest chord you'll ever have to play. But I'll show you the main ones first. We'll start with G. So finger number 1 goes on fret 2, string number 5, like so. Finger number 2 goes on fret 3, string number 6, and finger number 3 goes on fret 3, string number 1. Press nice and hard, try and get your fingers as close to the fret as possible so you get a nice clean sound. If you sort of get on top of it, some of the notes will be a bit muffled, so just behind it is perfect. Okay, that's your chord of G. Should sound something like that. I don't know what my guitar is tuned to, so if yours doesn't sound exactly the same, then that's probably my fault. As long as you've got your fingers in the right place, your guitar on its own should sound right. Okay, the next chord is D, and for the D, well, with the G you could pluck all the strings, but with the D you need to try and avoid, don't pluck string number 6. That's why you quite often in my songs see my thumb poking over the top, because you can just touch it with your thumb, so no one can hear it, and you can play the rest of them, and that sounds okay. Finger number 1 goes on string number 3, fret number 2. Finger number 2 goes on fret number 2, string number 1, and finger number 3 goes on fret number 3, string number 2, and it should look something like that. Try and get your fingers in the position that I've got. You know, a lot of starters end up pressing like that, and it doesn't quite make the chord sound right. So try and lock your fingers into position, and eventually that will make things a bit easier. It's all a bit awkward to start with, but you know, there it is, close to the frets as possible. Like I said, try and mute the top string, and you've got your D. Chord of C. Now you can pluck all the strings on this one if you like. There's 2 ways of doing a C. You can do the full C, which is like that, but I'm just going to teach you the basic C to start with. You can still pluck string number 6 because there is a C chord, and that goes with finger number 1 and fret number 1, string number 2. Finger number 2 goes on fret number 2, string number 4, and finger number 3 goes in fret number 3, string number 5. And there you have your C chord. There's your C. You could mute that top string with your thumb if you like, but you can play it with that. There you go. when you're playing the C, sometimes this finger might accidentally stop that from making a sound. So make sure you've got your fingers in position, nicely pressed down, so you get that string number 1 to ring. And there you go. That's the 3 main chords for this song. The 4th chord, but it's just so simple, it's silly. It's called E minor. Now the difference between minor and major chords, all the chords I've shown you so far are major chords. This chord is a minor chord. You should be able to tell straight away why. See the difference in sound. That's the E minor, that's the E major. Minors have got sort of slightly sad sound to them. But you can hear it anyway. And to do an E minor chord, you need to be with finger number 2 on fret number 2, string number 5, and finger number 3 needs to be in fret number 2, string number 4. And there you have it, that's your E minor chord. You can play all 6 strings with that, and you can do what you like with it. So there's the chords for the song. You might want to replay that part of the video a few times just so you can get it in your head, and I don't know if you might want to write some diagrams for yourself to help you when you're not on your computer. Just sit and practice it a little. Next thing is what happens with the other hand. I'm just going to show you pretty simple stuff today. Anyone who's seen my Tougher Than the Rest video knows I do it with picking, but today it's just going to be a simple strum. Because really, when you're first starting out on the guitar, you need to really sort out what's happening with the left hand first. The right hand is very important, obviously, but the complicated stuff happens on the left hand most of the time. Here's the old pick, or plectrum. Comes in very handy. Eventually you'll learn how to use your fingers. But for now, this will do. I mean, it's not saying that it's a noob's tool. I mean, everybody uses it. You know, it's a very, very important piece of plastic. But we're just going to be doing basic stuff tonight, and it'll be like on the G chord, and well, all the chords, all the way through, just be going. Right, so here's a song. I'll put the lyrics and the chords in the description. Just click on more info, and you know, let me know what you think. If I'm just presuming too much, you know, if you think there's more I could say to be more helpful, then let me know. And good luck. Start with the G. It's Saturday night. You're all dressed up in